Hello and welcome to my channel Spice and Soul by MK from my little garden. So today we are making rice pudding. In India this is known as Kheer, and this is one of the desserts which is specially made during the festival times. So even when today after I will make it, my wife will definitely offer some for the God, because it is a pious thing to do. It's like an offering to God on the festivals. Um, so kheer is made in different states of India with different names. Down south it is called as payasam, but in northern part of India like Delhi and Agra, from where I come from, it is known as kheer. So let's go inside and make kheer for you. A couple of work colleagues have already asked me the recipe, and you know whom I'm talking about. You said not to take names. This is for you. So for the kheer or rice pudding, we need two main ingredients. That's the milk and the rice. Milk, I've taken the green one. If you want, you can take the full fat one as well. So that's about a liter of milk. And for that, I've taken 3/4 cup of basmati rice. You can take basmati rice available in any superstore near you. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to soak these rice in water for half an hour, and then we'll come back and carry on with the recipe. So what I'm trying to do is now, this is half an hour of soaked rice. Um, all I'm going to do now is to crush the rice with hands itself to break the grain into smaller size, because you don't want a grain bigger as it comes out in your biryani. We need a slightly broken rice, if you like. So therefore, my mother would have just put it into a grinder and grind it for like 10 seconds. But I prefer doing it with my hands. Whichever way suits you. It's very easy. It breaks immediately with the hands, and you can actually feel the consistency whichever you want. And then we move on to our next step. So our next step, we have just added the rice to the pan on which there is 1 tablespoon of butter. The heat is on medium, and all we are going to do is just saute this rice gently, and make sure that the rice gets, the grains get this color, the golden color. Make sure that they don't get burned. My wife said you should call them um, crushed rice rather than hand crushed rice. So can you see? Nice color. So we need to get this type of color to the rice. So heat is off, and we will add this to our the milk which we have taken earlier. Nice aroma has filled up in my kitchen. Let's go to the next step. So I've added rice into the milk. Now the trick is, for next half an hour, keep this on medium, low to medium heat, and keep on stirring it intermittently. Make sure it doesn't stick to the pan, and we should come back after half an hour and see if the rice has been cooked and cooked with the milk. So another thing which I have done is I made the milk a little lukewarm before adding the rice. So don't add it as soon as you put the milk in the pan. I would make it, bring the temperature up to lukewarm, and then add your rice and give it half an hour. So this is 10 minutes. It's just to show you how it will start looking. 10 minutes, and all I have been doing is just keeping on stirring it after every couple of minutes or 5 minutes, just to make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. And remember, the pan should be a heavy bottom pan, preferably, so that it prevents it from burning. So it started thickening. Now, and I'll show you the picture after 20 minutes and then finally after half an hour. So look at this, that we're getting there. That's nearly 20 minutes now. And as I said, all I have been doing is just keep stirring this on. Can you see the consistency is changing? It's getting more thicker and creamier. In the meanwhile, what I've done is I've chopped some dry fruits, some cashews and almonds into thinly sliced, just to add the garnish. But please, if you're, please make sure that you're not allergic to nuts. Otherwise, you can completely avoid these, adding these garnish. What I also do is at this stage, 20 minutes, and I'm just adding couple of strands of saffron into this to give it a good color. Please don't add too much, otherwise it gives a very strong flavor. But adding couple of strands of saffron, which is available in any supermarket, and then keep heating it for next 10 minutes or so. So that's nearly 25 minutes. So what we do now, because can you see this is thickened very well, and I think we are at a stage when we can add the condensed milk. So nearly 200 grams of condensed milk, or half the container which you get from superstore. So this is to it's a little bit of a shortcut, if you like, because otherwise you just have to keep simmering it on low heat for longer time. But to save time and not at the same time not compromising the taste, this is my wife's trick. We add a little bit of condensed milk to it, and I think you've noticed that I've not added sugar till now. So now I'm going to add sugar. So there's nearly 150 grams of sugar which is going in to this. So this all needs to be done after the rice is cooked. So once the rice is nicely cooked, which we have checked, these two things go in. And now keep stirring it for another 5 to 10 minutes. And our kheer or rice pudding is nearly ready. So while we are still doing it, there's another trick to add 1/4 or just a pinch of salt to this. So this adding salt to kheer or rice pudding enhances the taste. So that's another trick to enhance. And at the same time, now we can also add the cardamom powder. So there we go, our cardamom powder. So how do you make the cardamom powder? One of my work colleagues has asked me, you know who I'm talking about. Yes, if you don't get cardamom powder in superstore, you can take 8 to 10 pods. I've written it in the description box. Take 8 to 10 pods and then just grind them. So this is taking another couple of minutes or 5 minutes, and then we should be ready to add the final ingredient, which is optional, but it enhances the taste. And the final ingredient is rose water. So this is the rose water which I am talking about. You can get it from an Asian store or Indian store, but if you don't get it, it's just an optional thing. If you don't find it, don't worry about it. Kheer is ready. Flame off, and then we add 1 tablespoon of rose water. So there we go. Kheer is ready. All I'm going to do is garnish with some finely chopped almonds and cashews. You can use whatever dry fruits you like. Couple of tips. I'm lactose intolerant, but I've still tasted it. This is yummy. But I also make it in oats milk. So if any one of you want me to show how to make it in oats milk, please comment on my on the video's link. And also the sweet, if you find it too sweet, you can always add a little bit of milk, reheat it, and adjust the consistency and adjust the sweetness as well. but this is sweet from the Indian palate. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, Spice and Soul by MK. See you next time. Bye bye.